Hi, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Cheesemate and Chill, which is my new podcast where I basically talk everything pop culture from TikTok to celebrity to basically anything that is popping up on my For You page. And hope that some of you, if not most of you, want to hear me talk. I have had a podcast before. It's called Consuming Crime. I do believe it's still live. It is a true crime podcast. However, I have not posted on it in a very long time because as a single mother living alone, it can be a little daunting, honestly, talking about stuff like that on the regular basis. But yeah, so since then, um, I did have the idea of getting a pop culture podcast. I've always wanted to just because I love chismeando, but like which for English speakers is gossiping. But I just have never, I don't know, I just never gone on to do it. But we're here now. So let's just jump right into everything that I am dying to jump into. First thing that I want to talk about and I need to get off my chest is to unpack this whole perfect match series or season that just wrapped up. I'm very late to the party, but I just really want to talk about it. So let's go down the couples, shall we? I'm actually going to start with the couple that should have matched, which is Steven and Alara. Steven, sorry. Well, I don't care if I mispronounce his name because I don't like him, but we'll get into that. So Steven and Alara started off so good. Originally, he was with Xanthi, and honestly, I love her. She is such a girl's girl, like through and through. I love her so much. And then he kind of just ditched her, and I could kind of tell that with Xanthi, he was kind of like he was with her because she was attractive. I never really saw that spark, but then Alara came, and at first I was like, okay, yeah, she has an accent, she's hot. Of course, you're gonna go for her. But then they started to get to know each other, and I actually really loved them together. They were so sweet and just I loved them and the way that Alara like broke down her walls and really let him in. I mean, in the back of my head, I'm like, this dude works at a nightclub in LA, right? I think he does. He's I don't want to be judgmental and like assume, but whatever. So, but no, I believed him. I believed that I don't know. I believed that they in their love story. And lo and behold, not only did they not win, he ghosted her. And the source is Alara herself. She went on in an interview on Netflix, actually. Netflix posted like an interview where it was like, where are they now? And she said that he ghosted her. And I don't know why that surprises me, but it does. And the fact that when he later talked about it, he said he just wasn't ready for a relationship is crazy. It's crazy because the way I mean, y'all saw how he was talking to her. I thought he was going to marry her. If anything, I thought they were going to last outside of the show. I was, unfortunately, very wrong. Next couple. Who are the next? Let me Google it. Oh, really quick. I don't want to spend too much time on this couple because I just did not believe in their love story. But Chris and Tolu. I, listen, it was very clear to me watching the show that Chris was like just needed to grab somebody really quick to stay on the show, which to honestly is messed up because you could tell like I feel that Tolu really enjoyed him and enjoyed his company. I don't know if I could see like the spark or the chemistry between the two of them honestly, but you could tell she liked him and I really just felt like he wanted to be on the show and had no feelings for her, which sucks cuz like feel like they did Tolu so dirty, like she deserved so much better. I hope to see her on another love series on Netflix. Probably not Perfect Match, something different. Um, but I would love to see her again on my screen. Other than those two, who's another two? The other two that I won't spend too much time talking about is probably Dominique and Christine. I personally did not like how hard Christine was going for Kaz. I just because like he was obviously spoken for. But I'm like, I mean, it's reality TV. We don't know what the producers wanted her to do. So I'm trying to give her like some leeway in that sense. I did see the internet kind of getting on her for going to bed with Kaz despite the fact that he kissed Holly right before. But we forget she also kissed Nigel. So it was kind of like even, I guess. I don't know. He ultimately went back to Micah. Those two, okay, Christine and just to put the nail on that, Christine and Nigel shouldn't have won. I don't understand. But they did last the longest. I saw that they lasted like 9 months after the show, so good for them. But I don't think we got enough of them on screen to feel satisfied with the fact that they won, if that makes sense. So, anyway, moving on. Kaz and Micah. I wanted to believe in their love story so bad. So bad. Because I like Kaz. Like I liked his character arc. I feel like he was like portrayed as this playboy, this F boy, this guy that got whatever he wanted, whoever he wanted, which he really showed who he was that episode when Christine and Holly came in. But let's ignore that for a second. The way that Micah was like swooning over this man, I was like, for some reason, I want to believe him. I don't know if it's the accent. I have no idea. I did believe that they were gonna make it at least a couple of months outside of the show, and that didn't happen. So they were a little bit of a roller coaster, but I do feel like every time they fought, they learned something about each other. Maybe I'm delusional in that sense, but I really liked them. Um, that's terrible because he was really like flirting a lot with other women. Well, it's a show. Just if you guys think me excusing Kaz's behavior is terrible, wait until I tell you about my thoughts during the whole Harry, Melinda, Jess thing. Wait. I'm gonna get canceled after my very first episode. Who else do I need to go over before I hit and touch on Harry and Jess? Let me see. Oh, Brighton and Elise? I want to tread carefully because I don't want to like really go in on people that I don't know, but like Brighton is mean. Is it just me or is he just like somebody that like lacks accountability, lacks self-awareness and is just kind of like arrogant and not in like a sexy arrogant. Like I don't know. I don't like him as a person. I think he is very very immature. That's just what I get from him. But the good thing about being immature is you can mature. So pray for him. I heard he has a new girlfriend, and I hope that she's teaching him some things. But yeah, I didn't know about their connection. I think Elise was just I don't know why she dropped Justin. Honestly I feel like she likes a little bit of chaos. Maybe she was bored with Justin, and that's why she moved on to Brighton. Also, Brighton, he is really attractive. Like he's pretty cute. Like I was like, okay, maybe I can see the switch up, but also toxic. Moving on from them, I figured it wasn't gonna last. It was only a matter of time before Brighton like really, really showed his character. I don't think Elise was gonna put up with that. I think Elise probably was excited by it in the beginning, but then it's kind of like being excited by the bad boy in the beginning, and then you kind of realize like, wait a minute, who are you talking to? You know, like then you remember who you are, type of thing. I think that is what happened there. Anybody else before I get into Harry, Jess, and Melinda? Because I'm really gonna talk about them all night. I think that's it for season 2, right? Dom. There's nothing much to say about Dom. I like him, to be honest. I think he's a good person. His friendship with Harry, I don't judge him for. I think Harry seems like a fun time. He doesn't seem like the most loyal person in the world, obviously, but I feel like I'd grab a couple drinks with Harry, like on some chill on a chill level. You know, I just wouldn't take him serious in a relationship. Anyway, with Dom, nothing really much to say about Dom, honestly. The switch up with Tolu is weird, but I don't know. Anyway, Izzy, love Izzy. He's sweet. He's just a little awkward. I said it before. Izzy, if he carried himself like with his head up high and like just really took over the room when he walked in, similar to who has really good confidence on the show? Chase. Chase, I have feelings about Chase, but I'm going to save it if I ever talk about season 1. Chase, the way he carries himself is very, very confident. And I feel like if Izzy carried himself in that way, he would be so attractive. Not that he's not attractive. It's just he's a little awkward. And it's like cute, but I feel like as a woman, you don't want like a little cutesy boy. You want someone that's like, you know what I mean? I'm just speaking from me personally. I think everybody wants something different. But anyway, I think I covered all the matches, and now I'm going to get into Jess and Harry. Okay, so my first of all, I only watched it because I was just in shock because I saw Love Is Blind with Jess, I saw Too Hot to Handle with Harry. The Botox is Botoxing, and I don't mean that in a bad way. With Harry, and then I just know that Harry is like good reality TV, like he really is. Say whatever you want, but he is. And Jess is just a straight shooter. Like she is not the type to sit there and take it ever. So I'm like, how did Harry swing her besides his looks, right? So so I started watching it, and I will never forget. I love her so much when they were first meeting up, and she said, "I will not be another like tombstone in the graveyard of relationships that died by associating with you," something like that. And I was just like, the way she articulates herself is something that I will strive for till the day that I die. Like I just love her so much. So I do think their height difference was really cute. Going into it, I think he's massive. How tall is he? Harry Jowsey height. He is 6'5". Vestal. Oh, 5'2". She said okay, that's funny. So yeah, I thought that was really cute. I honestly really thought they were so cute, but I just was like, Harry, you're gonna mess this one up. You're gonna mess this one up. Like, please, of all the things you've messed up, don't mess this one up. And I liked Francesca. I liked Georgia. I actually loved Georgia, but I just felt like if listen, my general consensus is men do not change for people. They change because they in like inside choose to. But if there was a little tiny itty bitty chance that Harry was going to change for a woman, it would have been a woman like Jess. Okay, because she challenges you. She's not afraid to confront you. She articulate. Hello, and now I can't articulate myself. She articulates herself very well, so on and so forth. So anyway, that started happening, and then the boys' day at the cenote. You guys are going to hate me for this one because I feel like my opinion on it is not everybody's opinion on it. But I'm going to go on the internet and admit I believed that Harry did not kiss Melinda. I'm going to let you guys sit with that for a second. I believed him. I was like, there is a 95% chance that he did not, because why would he do that? There's cameras everywhere. And why wouldn't they show it if they did? When he came back and he was like, well, nobody saw it, right? I was like, what we talking about? But I don't know if I just wanted to believe in this little love story and like the character arc of Harry Jowsey. But I just was like, no, this whole like Melinda wanted her 15 minutes of fame. I didn't agree with that because it's like, okay, you're gonna shame her for wanting to be on TV, so why are you here? Like nobody on reality TV should be shaming anybody for being on reality TV because all of you want to be on TV. That's fine. It's not something to be ashamed of. That's just something that you're doing. Whatever. But yeah, I didn't agree with him picking her up off the gravel. That was inappropriate. He's Harry Jowsey. I don't know. I figured he was going to do something stupid. I just didn't think he was going to kiss Melinda. So then when he went back and she told him, like, you need to tell me the truth, whatever, and he said, no, I believed him. Now, the confrontation between Jess and Melinda, I don't know how to feel about it, honestly, because I love Jess and I love Melinda. I do think that Melinda could have told her privately, but Jess did ask, and they were kind of like in a group setting as far as like, okay, we're in a group now, tell us what happened with the boys. So it kind of was like, I don't know. I'm like 50-50, to be honest. I think that these two girls had a difference of opinion and they hashed it out. I don't think I'm on either of their sides, so I'm just going to leave it there. I like that Jess pulled him aside and was like, hey, look, you're here. No, no, no. Go right here. We're talking about this, da da da, and like talked about it. Thought that was really cool. I did appreciate that Jess and Melinda talked after the fact, and Jess was more like kind of less confrontational. That was nice because I don't think Melinda was trying to be mean. Her tone did sound a little bit braggy, but I don't think she meant it. I don't see Melinda going up to another girl and playing like, "Oh yeah, he picked me or he did this to me," as if like a I'm better than you. I don't see Melinda doing that, but her tone did seem like I could see how Jess saw it that way, if that makes sense. But anyway, they talked about it. The whole thing when she said that Harry said, I would fully F you, I was like, no, she's lying. He wouldn't say something like that. Harry would never. Like, I know the man, right? So, unbeknownst to me, I don't even know if I'm using that word correctly, but the finale comes out. And as you guys saw, he did, in fact, kiss Melinda. And I was so disappointed. And he also did say that he would F her. He didn't say it in like a sexual, well, how do you not say it in a sexual way? But you know what? Like he wasn't being sensual the way Melinda described, but he did say it. Even if it was playful, like you obviously don't say something like that when you're telling someone like at the villa you're at that you don't want to disrespect her or her daughter, like whatever. So I'm glad that they gave it a shot though after filming, just because Harry blames a lot of his behavior on I had to make the show. It's reality TV. I have to get a check. I have to get paid. I have to do something to create drama. So seeing that it didn't work out even when cameras weren't filming was like, okay, now I feel like they gave it a fair shot because now what's your excuse, you know? Do I think Harry's ever going to change? Let me see. He is 27 years old. Um, he might. He might. If he stays on reality TV, probably not. I think he likes getting credit for being a changed man, for being grown, but he just isn't. And honestly, the way that Jess like described their ending was perfect. I think she had said something along the lines of, she didn't bash him or anything. She just said that the man he wanted to be, he wasn't ready to be yet. Something like that. I think he really wants to be this version of himself, but it's not enough to want it. You gotta be it, especially when you're with somebody like Jess. Like she has everything that she needs. Like she has a roof over her head. Her daughter's already like mostly like influenced by her completely. Like she has a good head on her shoulders. She's down to earth. She's beautiful, obviously. There's nothing that a man can offer her. So I don't know. I'm just going off on a tangent about Jess. I obviously love that woman. So moving on, those are my thoughts on the perfect match. Let me know if you guys agree in the comments. Feel free to just completely demolish me for believing Harry. I don't know why. And you know, it's not even within my character to believe men when they breathe. So I don't know what to tell you guys there. Okay, my second topic, second show that I really want to talk about with you guys is the new season of 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After. So I actually I actually have about 25 minutes left in this episode that aired today. Today is June 30th. But I do want to give my thoughts on the couples so far, and I'm going to try to be nice because there's one I can think of in particular that is just insufferable with the gaslighting. We have Jasmine and Gino. Okay. I, listen, as many excuses as I made for Harry, I think I might make more excuses for Jasmine. All right. I don't know what it is about her. I I don't know. I don't honestly, Gino, what I will say is throughout the years of being with her, he has really learned to put his foot down, which is good and good for him. He should have been from the beginning. I think he has put up with way more than any one person should put up with as far as disrespect goes because she's taken it pretty far. Pretty far. I would say saying nasty things about your person's private parts and then saying like comparative things about your ex to your current partner are pretty we should break up things to say. Um however, I do think that since coming to the US, Jasmine has been better. I can understand her depression 100%. She can't get a job, she can't drive. She's literally doing everything at the hands of Gino. So her making comments about feeling like he's controlling her, I understand why she feels that way. I don't think he's trying to control her, but I can see where she might feel that way, you know? I have to say though, I do have to say, I've been seeing some things online about like her being on lives, and I'm not sure if Gino is in the lives with her or if they broke up. I'm going to be really disappointed in her because what she was willing to go through for the relationship with him, you would really believe she would die with this man. I would hate to believe that it really was just to get to the US. That would make me really sad because I like to believe that she just loved Gino enough and wanted to bring her and her kids here. Um, but we'll see what ends up coming out because I'm sure they'll talk about it at the tell all. Angela and Michael, you guys, I say this, oh, man. I am so tired of seeing them on my screen. Like there are people that are made for reality TV, and I will shout those people out, but I do feel like these two are like a broken record, and it makes me crazy. Do I feel like Michael is using Angela for a green card? 100,000%. There are times that I like wanted to believe him, but I'm just like the behavior is just, and especially this last episode, sending what was it, like her tax returns like information to like a group chat, and then being in a group chat and then somebody saying like, oh, this white lady needs a husband or something. Like if anything, I just feel bad for Angela because you could tell she like wants to believe him and like doesn't want to give up, because the more time you spend in a relationship, the less you want to give up on it, because it's like, I've spent so much time with this person, I can't give up now, because it feels like you wasted all that time, when the reality is you're wasting time now by deciding to stay. So just cut the cord, you know? Um but I did see things surfacing around. I think they're broken up as of today. I'm not sure. I'm just going based off of her Instagram and like things I've seen, um as far as like him being live on TikTok, because I feel like if they were together, I don't think that she would allow him to do that, because she's very like no social media stuff like that when they are together. But anyway, yeah, if they were just completely off the show, I wouldn't I wouldn't miss them. I'm curious to see how their relationship would be when he comes to the US, but at the same time, I don't want him to come because you could tell he just wants to come to the US and then he's really going to leave her. Um I'm a strong believer that if you want to come to the US and you really love this person, I'm not going to blame somebody for wanting to be in the US. But if that's your only thing and you're just completely using this person, you have no feelings for them, like you're a scumbag. Like you just suck, you know? But I don't think it's bad to be like there was one couple, I forgot what couple it was, but they were like, "Yeah, I want to go to the US." I didn't think it was a big deal cuz I could tell that this person really loved their partner. So it was like two things can be true at the same time. But with Michael and Angela, like no, I think that he just wants to come to the US. Um Big Ed and Liz. I used to think Ed was great for reality TV. And then honestly, just the more I saw how he was towards Liz, like he could just be so condescending. And I'm like, it just gave me the ick, the way he was towards her. I'm like, you really took this like sweet young girl for granted. And like, I don't know. I just feel like he's the type that just wants somebody as like a trophy. Like, yeah, I got this girl. You know what I mean? And then kind of had the satisfaction of knowing that he still has it or whatever. But I think he loved Liz as much as he could, but I don't think that it's enough. Like I don't think he's capable of loving somebody the way they deserve to be loved, if that makes sense. Um Nicole and Mahmoud. I think I said his name right. I try to say how she says it because she always gets it like right on the money. These two need to break up. They are way too different. I don't think I've ever seen them like smiling, happy together. Because as soon as he landed in the airport, wasn't he like talking about her like skin show? If he's mad at what she's wearing, he should like see what I wear. Like, literally, this is all like would be provocative to him. Which, hey, you know what? Different cultures. You know, if I were to go to, where is he from? Egypt. If I were to go to Egypt, I would not wear something like this, especially if it's offensive. I would cover up, you know? But would I choose to date and marry somebody of that culture knowing that I couldn't wear the crop tops that I love that are so near and dear to my heart? No. No, I wouldn't. I like crop tops. Which is why I probably wouldn't want to be with someone that's that conservative. Um but yeah, I think when she was over in Egypt, um I don't I just don't like them together. They're so toxic. Like they're literally always fighting. The mannequin. Did you guys see the episode where he came in and her mannequin was naked and he was like, "You can't put clothes on her," and she was like, "She's a mannequin. Like it's not real." that one, that one was funny. She one thing I don't like about Nicole is she does wait till the last minute before she just explodes and then she takes it too far. Like the way she was cussing at him this one of the last like a while ago, I was like, you're taking it a little too far. Both of them should have known better before getting involved with each other. I don't think she's wrong for wanting to wear what she wants to wear. I don't think he's wrong for wanting to have him and his wife like dress more conservatively and be more conservative. But if they knew that that was such a strong value that each of them had individually, they should have never gotten married in the first place. Okay, my two favorite couples. Honestly, I have nothing bad to say about Kobe and Emily and Lauren and Alex because Kobe and Emily, I love them. I don't know about Kobe's friends. I don't appreciate how they're like doubting the relationship. And then it's like, it's one thing, listen, it's one thing to have a conversation with your guy friend, your guy best friend, and express concerns. It's another thing to go to the wife and tell the wife without her having to ask. Mind you, she didn't ask about the ex. I think. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I don't remember her asking about the ex. I remember him bringing it up, like by himself, unprompted, that he was still with the ex when he got her pregnant, or there was an overlap of some sort. So the fact that later on Kobe was like, "Why are you digging about my past?" I was screaming at the screen like, "She didn't. Your friend told her." Obviously, the intention of the friend was to sabotage their relationship or to cause a fight. Either way, I don't like that. I like the last episode of today where the friend came up and kind of like addressed the issue. Um, but other than that, as a couple, Kobe and Emily, I really love them together. I love them in the pillow talks. I think they're super cute. Their babies are super cute, and I think they're gonna last forever and ever and ever. Lauren and Alex, I don't have much to say about them. Honestly, their only tiff this season has been her surgery and how much like strain it's put on Alex. But um, I mean, he was stressed out. Like the fight that they had, I feel like she wants to put in more effort, but she can't. He's probably just tired. I don't think that she underestimated the surgery on purpose. I think she herself didn't know how crazy it was going to be. Um, that fight I understood. I think that was just like a normal couple fight, nothing crazy. Like I understand both their sides, and another couple to me that's just gonna last forever and ever and ever. And then, oh my gosh, we have more. How many more? Oh, that's right. Okay. There's a lot of couples this season. Patrick and Thais. They're I like them together. I do think they're gonna make it very far, if not forever. Excuse me. But um I do appreciate that in this last episode, while Patrick was talking about his relationship with his dad and he got emotional, I did really appreciate Thais's reaction to that, which was to like basically empathize with her husband instead of like arguing. She kind of like, I mean, when you cry watching someone else cry, that just shows like how good of a person you are, in my opinion, and how much you could love that person across from you, you know? Anyway, yeah, that does suck, the thing with his dad. But I mean, you know what? That's how it is. I mean, his dad sucks. Sorry. But that's if he's okay with their relationship and their dynamic, then I do think that Hopefully Thais just leaves it alone now that she kind of understands it a little better. John, I like John. I think Jonathan, whatever, and Thais secretly care about each other, but they don't want to admit it because it's too fun fighting. And then the last two couples, I'm going to try to talk fast because I need to get this out without losing space and my phone battery dying. But we have Sophie and Rob and Ashley and Manuel. I don't know which one pisses me off more. Sophie and Rob, I'm at the part of the episode where Rob tells his story a little bit more to his mom, but I also feel like he takes zero accountability. He wants Sophie to bring up him messing up one time and then never talk about it again. He's one of those guys that if you say, hey, you kind of did this and it hurt my feelings, to throw his hands up and be like, fine, I must just be a piece of shit then. I must just suck. I'm just a bad person. I'm just a bad guy. Whatever. Relax. Like, chill out. I honestly, like, I really feel like, first of all, he, he cheated on her, right? Online cheated, Snapchat cheated while they were together, but she was in the UK, right? So he had that excuse. She had that excuse. They both used that excuse. She forgave him. He landed, or she landed, she's there, and guess what? He's still doing it. So she leaves, gets her space, and then he comes, gives her some flowers. She forgives him, okay? And she tells him, this was before they were married. This was on 90 Day Fiancé, the original. If you do this again, that's it. I'm leaving. Did you guys notice that in the therapy session, she said to the therapist that she caught him messaging other women online after they were married, which means he did it again. There is no reason for a man to be messaging women on any type of social media network unless there's some type of like gain from it. Even if he was never going to go out and physically cheat, why do you need to outsource for attention from women when your wife is at home? What is wrong with you? And by the way, the same can be said about like women going online and chatting with other men while they're married. But right now, we're talking about Sophie and Rob. And Sophie's not doing that. Rob's doing that. And maybe Sophie's not giving him enough love, but he started it because he cheated. So it's like, why would I want to give love to somebody that's watching videos of women that look nothing like me? Why would I want to? Maybe now he can use that as an excuse to go cheat because he's not getting love anymore, but he's the reason he's not getting love. Take some accountability, dude. That's all I have to say about that. And those two, by the way, are still together today. How do I know that? How do I know that? Because I'm part of like a Disneyland group chat on Facebook because I'm a Disney adult, and somebody posted a picture saying, hey, saw Sophie and Rob from 90 Day Fiancé today at Disneyland. Maybe it was an old picture, but I think they're still together, and that just really pisses me off. Anyway, I don't like Rob at all, and Sophie needs to grow a pair of huevos and leave that mother person. Anyway, Ashley and Manuel. I don't think that he loves her. I definitely don't think that he respects her. I think Ashley is a hardcore, beautiful woman that is putting up with way more than she needs to, way more than she should. A lot of the fighting, I feel, is probably fueling her like weight loss journey, which is cool, but also, okay, it just cut me off again. But as I was saying, the way that Manuel is like asking for money and then being like, none of your business what I'm doing it for. I don't think she needs to see a receipt. I don't think she needs to see like exactly like a statement, nothing like that. I like, she said, if you would have just said, my kid's mom needs X amount for the kids, that's it. But say that. So the fact that he lied about being in conversation with the mother of his children is a little bit sketchy because, like, if he did have to talk to her, it makes sense. She's the mother of your child. Like, duh. But him lying about it was definitely super weird. Like, that was weirdo behavior. I do have a theory that he just came here, like, piggybacked off Ashley just so that he could send money over there, but I feel like that might be what's happening. Like maybe he hasn't fully ended it with the mother of his child because again, I don't see a reason to lie about the closeness of your relationship unless, he's being a little sketchy about it. But that I think they need to break up. She deserves so much better. And he needs to grow up. Laughing when she's angry, that would send me to Mars. Like I couldn't stand that. Um, but yeah, well, anyway, those are the two. I did want to go over more pop culture stuff because I'm just a certified yapper. However, I'm running out of storage space and my phone keeps cutting me off and it's on like 4%. So, with that being said, thank you for joining me today on my episode of I have to look because I just made the logo. Cheese Met and Chill. Until next time, goodbye.